Brent, when people are looking at insurance options, what are the different types of insurance that you can get on a vehicle?
One of the things I hear all the time is somebody coming to me and they say, I have full coverage. And they think that is everything they can fully get, and it's not. Full coverage is just the mandatory minimum that lets you drive a car. It has nothing extra to protect your family. Two things that I love are MedPay and PIP. MedPay covers up to the amount that you contract with the insurance company to cover deductibles and bills when you're in a wreck before any type of settlement. And PIP, personal injury protection, covers lost wages as well as medical bills. So those are two things that if you get in a wreck and you're not at fault and no one's paying yet and you have health insurance, but some bills you need to pay up front, you can go to your policy and get the MedPay and PIP, which will fill in that gap and not cause you to lose straight out the chute.
Now, Christian, what differences do you see when it comes to insurance coverage in North Carolina?
So in North Carolina, there's underinsured motorist coverage. That means if the person that hits you does not have enough insurance money to pay for all your damages, your medical bills, lost wages, and whatnot, then your own insurance will step in. However, if you have two cars on that same policy, unlike a lot of other states, you only can use one of those vehicles for underinsured coverage. I think in some other states, Brent can go through, you can use other coverage.
Well, in South Carolina, you can stack the number of cars with your underinsured and uninsured. If you get hit with an uninsured driver and you have 2 or 3 cars, you can stack all that coverage as well. Another thing, mandatory minimums require uninsured, underinsured, but you need to ask your agent whether or not, or what the cost is to increase it from the mandatory minimums. It's not that expensive to go from the minimums to something that better protects your family. And then if you're in a position where you have assets that you need to protect as well, you want to ask your agent about excess policies because they're exceptionally cheap for the amount of protection it offers your family.
So really getting a lot of coverage for maybe a minimal cost that could save you later. Now, what about looking at something like a household insurance or an umbrella policy?
Well, an umbrella policy is awesome because it covers your house and it covers your things your children do at school or wherever. So umbrella policies are great things to have, and they actually fall under kind of like the excess coverage situation. So at a certain point when you get your limits to the car insurance to a certain level, your agent should come to you and say, what kind of excess or umbrella coverage do you need? And to actually figure out what you need to have a pretty good idea of what your assets are and what you're trying to protect if you get into a situation where you have the personal injury lawyer coming after you.
Well, guys, thank you so much for breaking down the different types of insurance that could really keep us safe and save us in the long run.
Thank you.
This segment of QC Life was sponsored by Stewart Law Offices.